Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Productions video. I guess that this must be the video that I would say you guys are looking forward to. This is going to be Major Changes number 21. But before I get to the video of the actual stuff that's being done on the layout, I do have a couple of things to say first. In this video, there will be a special visitor. There will be a mail call for myself and for Dianna. And I'm going to be doing a special shout out for someone who has helped me out, so I will help him out. In case you guys are wondering what this shirt is all about, unfortunately I was not able to convert the promo that Genos did in time for me to do this video, but I did include a link to it, and I also included a link to Genos' short video of what this is all about. And I would like to thank Genos for including me in his little program that he's going to have going on. It should be pretty fun. It's going to be how-tos and 4 or 5 different of us guys doing their particular forte. And of course, mine is scratch building, so I'm going to be doing a scratch build series. Anyhow, now that all of that's been said, let's get on with the rest of the video. So stay tuned and we'll be back shortly.
Alrighty.
Alright guys, well today was a big surprise for me. I got a text message this morning that says, I'm in Phoenix, can I come and visit you? And I said, sure you can. Well anyhow, this is Mr. Roy Hardwick. You know him as Container Man 68. I told him whenever he was in Phoenix that he can come up and visit me, but I didn't expect him to bring his pillow and a sleeping bag with him. So anyhow, what do you think about the layout, Roy?
It's nice.
Don't you wish you were in N scale?
Well, I'll leave that to a later date.
So anyhow, Roy's here for a little while. We're going to have dinner in a bit, and maybe we'll even run a train later on.
Wow.
I'm going to sleep right here.
Anyhow, we'll see how it goes. So stay tuned and we'll be back for some more. Alright guys, now that you've seen the special guest that was at my house, Mr. Roy Hardwick, he also told me that there was going to be a package or 2 that were going to be coming in the mail. And I was under strict instructions not to open this package unless Dianna was here. And so I want Dianna to say hello.
Hello.
Just to verify that she's here. Say a couple other syllables.
I was told to be ready to take Vinny to the emergency room, so I'm standing by.
So anyhow, this is one of the packages that Roy sent me, and it is via Peepaw's Model Trains, my good buddy Arthur Ocampo. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and we'll see what's in here.
You're not going to do that one-handed? You know that's the challenge that's on these days.
I learned a trick from Scott and what's his name? The other guy?
Sparky.
Oh yeah, Sparky. 107, 107. We can't forget the 107, 107.
That's right.
Anyhow, holy crap, man. Woohoo! I'm loving this. 2-bay hopper.
Zoom in on the toys here. Oh, wow.
Rio Grande 2-bay hopper.
Isn't that awesome?
Another 2-bay hopper, Rio Grande. What else we got in here? Let's see. We have a BNSF ribside hopper. 2 BNSF ribside hoppers. Let's see what else we got. And I think, oh yeah, These ones here I bought from Arthur. They're the handrails for my cement plant. And I also got some stairs and stair rails on order. As soon as they come in, I'll be getting those. Okay, but you know what? There's a specialty in here for Diana.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, ma'am, I'm sure not.
No way.
There's stuff in here for you too. I was told that Roy told me that Arthur would be sending it in the same package.
Oh my gosh.
And so as soon as Diana's ready to see what she got,
Oh my gosh.
we'll be back. So
Oh my
stay tuned
gosh.
for more.
I wasn't expecting this at all. I was just expecting to watch Vinny open his toy box. But apparently, I've been included in the fun. And in here, from Roy Hardwick, bless his heart, are two 3-bay hoppers. These are the Crystal Car line. These are really pretty, nice ones. Atlas, love it. And a Santa Fe boxcar, my favorite flavor. I have a match for that at home. Oh wowee, look at this. This is I think a 50-foot Burlington Northern boxcar. Isn't that lovely? All of these are Atlas. These are awesome. Roy, you one crazy Santa Claus. Come back anytime. This is awesome. I love this stuff. Thank you so very much.
Alright guys, now that you've seen the little mail call that I've had, Roy also told me that there's a second package coming. It might be here today. Finally, the last thing I need to talk about is, if you guys remember, Mr. Erhard sent me a whole bunch of stuff in one of my last mail calls. I think it was my first mail call. Anyhow, he has asked me if I would give him a little bit of a shout out. So I will. Erhard is in the business of designing and building model railroads. I have included all the links in the show more part of the home page when you guys open it. I would appreciate it if you guys really take a look at it. Anyhow, I think now that all that's been said, I think it's time for us to move on to major changes number 21. So stay tuned and we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, as we drive around the roundabout going into Wickenburg, we come across this little repair shop. And this repair shop is called the Redneck and City Slicker Disc Repair Shop. This is a spoof for Mr. David Durban. While I was there, we talked a lot about us being in the automotive trade, and I decided to do this little spoof for him. Anyhow, in this shop, you'll bring your car in like that, and it winds up like that. David, I hope you like this little model I did in your honor for being such a really good friend. I consider you to be my brother. Anyhow, I'd like to thank Joe G for doing the decal for me. I called him up one day, or texted him one day and asked him if he could do this, and he said sure, no problem. So I found the graphics, and I think they fit pretty well. Anyhow, stay tuned, and now we'll get on to the real part of this video. Be back soon. Alright guys, now we're going to start where the fun is really going to happen. As you can see, there's the hole in the wall, and I have drawn out the expansion of that hole. It needs to be a little bit bigger because all the racks do not fit. Anyhow, we come out of there, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit the Matthew Y. You can see that the Atlas Y is there, and also we're going to get 2 new turnouts right there. And I want to thank you guys for your generosity, because without you guys helping me out, this would never get done. Anyhow, there'll be another turnout right there. All these turnouts are going to have motors. And this one here, we start the Skull Valley siding. And we take that all the way around. And you can see that that was going to get a cobalt machine. And there'll be another right there. That's the end of Skull Valley siding. let's move up to the next deck, which is going to be ash fork. And ash fork is going to have 2 more new turnouts plus 2 cobalt motors. I do have motors on the way. They should be here today. And I have not shown you guys, and I'm going to show you this in its whacked out position. But anyhow, I did finish Little Hell Canyon Bridge. I put a decal on there. Of course, that's not the correct decal. It should be Santa Fe, but I wanted to update my railroad. It is got a bit weathering. Now we'll move back up here, and you can see that I'm going to expand the bridge up there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's, at the very end, there's another 40-foot span. There'll be an 80-foot span in the center, and at the very end another 40-foot span, and there'll be 2 more of the towers built. But the main part of this video is right here. We have taken out all the sub-road bed for where the Drake cement plant's going to be, and we have moved it into my dining area so we could work on it. Anyhow, one other thing is, when I first designed this layout way back in 2013, I was supposed to put this track in, which I was never able to do until now because of your generosity and all the track that I have received from you guys. Anyhow, you guys know that I have gotten six packs of track, and basically that's all that I have left right there. So I want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for helping me out with this, and hopefully within another couple of weeks we'll have this all up and running. So stay tuned and we'll get back to the rest of this video. Alright guys, we're out in my dining area, aka my work area. Anyhow, as you can see right here, we've got the entire sub-road bed for where Drake cement plant's going to be. And we started installing some motors. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but we got one there and another there. And this track is pretty much in its final position. As you can see, we got tape down, and I will be starting to glue this all down here as soon as we get that motor in. And then we have one more motor we need to put for there. Anyhow, I'll give you a rundown. So anyhow, the train would come off of here if we want to go into Drake Cement. So this would be what I would call the north lead, and we'll come into here, and he'd be able to drop his cars and then back into one of the 2 stub end sidings that I have there, and then he would continue around, which would be, I guess I would call it the south lead. So he's got plenty of room to do switching. Anyhow, we'll come back to this side, and the Drake siding will start here, and it'll run around, as you can see. Like I said, we still need to install that motor so I can finish the track, and it will come around, and the siding will end here. Anyhow, I got a full crew coming over today. It's George, Joe, and Ryan, and hopefully we can get this pretty much together and back onto the framework. So stay tuned, and we'll catch up with you guys in a little while. Alright guys, we have George here working on my toggle switches and LEDs for my turnout motors, and Ryan is just horsing around doing nothing.
I'm taking out Mobus.
But anyhow, as you can see, we're starting to glue down the track here. Everything is all hooked up. All the motors are in, so now we're just waiting to get all the toggle switches and LEDs done, and also waiting for the glue to dry. As you can see, I've got one hooked up already. If you can see that light, see if I could switch it around. Alright, so now we'll go and see what Ryan's doing, so stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright guys, another thing I decided to do in here was to take up all the track in the yard, clean it all up, and relay the track so I have a nice flat surface for my trains to run on. Ryan's been busy on this for about a half hour to an hour right now, I got his elbow grease working. Anyhow, stay tuned and we'll get back to some more of this wonderful video of major changes number 21. Alright, Mr. J. O'Donnell, this part of the video is for you. I have with me here Mr. Ryan of Vermont Rail Fanner, and he has done something with that SD90 that you told me I should be renumbering. Why don't you go ahead and show him, Ryan?
Well, it's now SD70 ACU for the Norfolk Southern, numbered 7230. What I did to this model is I added a decoder to it, added dummy ditch lights to the back, operating ditch lights to the front, added a ACE cab to the front that I actually had, and I have sinned, it was a BNSF cab originally.
Yeah,
so.
he demolished my, not mine, but my favorite railroad. He destroyed it.
And then I even bent and added handrails and grab irons appropriate to the model in various places.
So it looks pretty good to me.
And slightly weathered it.
Yeah, slight weathering on there. Plus he's got reflective striping on there. What else did you do on there?
That's about it. Like I said, I added the reflective striping to the side, well, the running board, and then decaled it, added the little engine housing decals. I don't know if Vinny's going to show this or not, but the operating ditch lights on the front, so they actually do flash, and then I have dummy ones on the back because most Norfolk and Southern locomotives have dual ditch lights.
Oh, Ryan, looks like you did a really nice job on this. I'm proud of you. 2 thumbs up, buddy. I appreciate it. Anyhow, Jay, for you, my friend, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Alright, Jay, just to let you know that we're doing a test run on this locomotive that Ryan just finished up for me. And you can see that the ditch lights are flashing. Too bad I don't have a horn in there. Going across the Hassayampa River right now. And we'll be going under the Morristown flyovers. Just a short little test run. Alright guys, we're going to go over what we've got accomplished on this part of my layout. That's not actually on the layout. Anyhow, all the track is secured to the sub-road bed. I do have to make a little bit of a modification right here. Somehow or another the track moved and it got too close. I mean, I could fit stuff there, but it's really, really close. Anyhow, I got a couple of cars sitting in the stub ends for Drake Cement. Those are the cars that Roy Hardwick gave me. We do have 4 motors attached and ready to go, and they are temporarily wired up. I also went ahead and took my bus line and ran my bus line around. And what I'm doing on this end here, which is the end that goes to the rest of the layout, is I have this plug right here that this end will get attached to the rest of the bus wires from the rest of the layout, and I'll be able to plug it in when I'm ready. This is the hardest section of my layout to work on. Hold on, let me turn this off. Oh, it is off. Okay. Anyhow, like I said, this is the hardest part of my layout to work on because from this level to the shelf that's in the closet, it's only about maybe 6 or 8 inches, and then only 15 inches below this to work, and it's 32 inches in, so it's easier to work on it here. I think I might even go as far as putting some ground cover, maybe from here all the way around to about here, because like I said, it would be easier to do it right now. I'll do ground cover and ballast at the same time. Anyhow, I do have a DC locomotive, which is one of my Amtrak locos, and we're going to go ahead and give this a spin around. Now, in order for me to do some switching with the switch track, or turnouts, whatever you want to call them, I have to kind of flip-flop the wires here, so that might take a second or two. But what we'll do is we'll go tour on the outside lane all the way around and out to here, and Then on the way back, we'll hit this turnout and have him take the siding all the way around to here. Then we'll come backwards and I'll hit that turnout right there and have him come into the industrial spur. Hope this all works out. I'm not going to be near the camera, so you'll get to see me in my lounging attire. So stay tuned and let me get the camera on the tripod and get this set up and we'll start to go. Be right back. So alright guys, what you think about that? I mean, you know, it seems to run pretty good to me. So anyhow, we will continue this in a little bit and talk to you guys in a while. Bye. Alright guys, now that you've seen the little test run I did out there on the section of layout that I have going on, this is what's on my fascia. As you can see, I got some green LEDs in there, and there's only be 2 switches on here that are going to operate 4 turnouts. On the main line with the siding will be 1 switch, and they will work together. And then for the industrial spur, same thing. It'll come in here, and I want to make sure no derailment, so this one will be lined up for him to go out if he needs to. But anyhow, let me give you a little demo here. I got 2 test motors hooked up right now to complete the circuit for the LEDs. But hopefully it'll work the way I got it designed. So anyhow, I don't know how much longer we're going to go with this Major Changes 21. I'm still waiting for a package. I got notified today that UPS will be here today, so I might include that in this video also. So, anyhow, stay tuned and we'll get back to you in a little bit. Alright guys and gals, as you can see, my eager beaver little friend Ryan has cut out the hole in the wall, and now auto racks can fit through there, as well as probably any double stacks can fit through there also. Anyhow, I started to temporarily hook up my my Y turnout here. It'll come off right there with that new turnout in its position, and I already have a turnout installed in the other room. That's going to be the only hassle, is to do the Y switching. Because one turnout is in this room and one turnout's in the other room. So, you need to be careful with that. Anyhow, as we come down the line, as you can see, I've got a few cars parked in there just to see how many cars I can get on that siding there. I want to have 2 trains in there to swap out each time an op session takes place with Castle Hot Springs. I was going to put a turnout there, but I don't think so, because right here is only 14 cars and my trains will usually be about 20 cars. So down at that end I could fit probably 4 or 5 more cars. And during an op session I just might 050 the locomotives. Anyhow, just to give you an update on that situation. Now we'll go out to the work area and I'll show you the rest of the stuff I've been doing on the major project of this video. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright guys, this is the track that I was having a problem with, this second track right here. It moved over to the main line, so what I did was I pulled it all up and repositioned it and rehooked it up back there at the turnout. Anyhow, what I did also was install these ground throws on the only 2 that are manual up on this level. There's one there and there's one there. Anyhow, I don't have the proper tools to install it, so I tried to put nails in there. They work for now. I might do a little bit different later on. Anyhow, stay tuned and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a how-to. So be right back. Alright guys, as you know, one of my mail calls, Roy Hardwick, sent me a couple of these 2-bay PS2 hoppers. They're very cool and they're going to be a great addition to my cement plant, but I found out that they were just a bit too light. So I took the chassis out and as you can see, this is what it looks like. And I'll put this down on the table here, and to add weight to those I'm using good old Daisy BBs. They work great. 3-bay hoppers are a little bit better because the top comes off and you have the indentations of the where the material comes out. But anyhow, for this here, basically all I'm going to do is take a little bit of super glue and I'm going to put it in here. This bottle is almost empty. I want to use it up before I open my new one. So give it a chance to flow down to the nozzle, and here it comes. And what I'll do is just load this up right down here. And I did do a whole video on this. If I can find it, I will post it as a link so you guys can see the whole operation. But anyhow, got the glue down there. And so I'll just take a couple of these ball bearings that I have already floating around. Just kind of drop them in place. I say drop them in place. There you go. And one more here. Get over there, you. And then I'll do the same on the back side here. Now I'll put the 3 in there first, and then I'll let that dry up a bit, and then I'll pour the 4th one on top, just to give it that little bit of extra weight. I don't want to see any derailments up in this area, because like I've been telling you guys, it's going to be pretty tough to get to if anything happens. Never fails. Every time I'm here I get somebody sending me a text message. Anyhow, what I'll do now is I'll take another ball bearing and I'll stick it right up there on the slope, and I'll do the same on this side here, and I'll just douse it with the super glue. There you go. Alright, so anyhow, when that's done, this is what you'll have. And it adds just enough weight to satisfy my needs. Anyhow, I got one more clip after this and we'll be done with this major changes number 21. So stay tuned and we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, as I mentioned previously in this video, I was expecting one more package to arrive from Roy Hardwick. before I get into that, the first thing I want to say is I want to wish all of my YouTube family and friends a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much of the bird either. Anyhow, let's get on to the package. This package was sent to me from Roy Hardwick via Atlas Model Railroad. What's in this package is 3 PS2 BNSF covered hoppers, 2-bay hoppers. These will be for my cement plant, and along with the other ones that he sent me, is filling up my cement plant roster pretty well. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed Major Changes number 21. I know it was long overdue, and thanks to all you guys, I was able to get it going, and maybe I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get a lot of stuff done here in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for the rest of, well, not the rest of, but some more updates on my layout. As always, your questions, comments, input, and subs are welcome. Anyhow, for now, that's all, folks. BNSF 6951 out.